Alright, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I zoomed all the way out. This is my car. I had a Suzuki SX4. I didn't really count it as my car. I never will count it as my car. My parents bought it for me and never really did much to it other than a stereo system. I bought it completely stripped. I didn't have much experience with what I was doing. Cut a cross member, so I got a piece of metal I'm going to be replacing that with a welder. That seat I borrowed from a neighbor until I can get my own because I took the seats out. My grandma was like, nope, it's trash when I was at work and gave it to my neighbor who took it to the dump. So I'm pretty worried about that because I took them out when I was cleaning out the car. Had to get to work, so I put one seat in, came back, all of them were gone. I was pissed. Borrowed this. It's a Bronco seat. I threw a sheet over it so I can protect it so I don't ruin it or anything. Surround sound it's just Kicker. Use Kicker everything except for that's Pioneer. This thing's dusty. I live on a dirt road. I got holes riddled through this thing. It's all stripped out. I bought it stripped. I had the seats and everything. But the way I bought it was stripped, except for the door panels. Ripped those off because I didn't like them. And said, you know what? It's already stripped. Seats are gone. Why not? Trunk is really dirty. This thing had an overheating problem before. The radiator would not leave the radiator. One of the hoses was cut and was leaking. So I had my grandfather look at it while I think I was at work. My mother took me to work. Yeah. Multicolored spray paint. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. That came off. Rear bumper fell off. I literally walked up and kicked it up that hard, and the whole thing just flopped. So I just got pissed, ripped it in half, and trashed it. There's a vent there. I put like a sheet thing in the back of it from a cloth or something, I don't remember, and I trashed it. Then I ripped it up. Okay, so I had to focus it. So you guys know it's a Geo Metro. Probably shouldn't show that, whatever. Not Geo Metro, Geo Prism. LSI, it's the 5-speed 1.6. It's my little funny sticker. I always get, if I ever get pulled over, cops look at that and be like, oh, that's funny. I'm driving a stick shift, you're on a hill. Do you really want to be close enough to read this? Had a ghetto spoiler and I patched it up with JB Weld stuff. I gotta shave it down later. This little crossbar piece is a light, so I can show my license plate, which I don't know how to blur, but I don't care. No one's gonna want to steal this thing. Come on. It's a Magma Flow thing. It has a serious oil problem. It eats oil like a quart every 400 miles, which is pretty upsetting. Magma Flow all the way down. It's a 2 1/4 inch. People who know what they're talking about. Everything in it is pretty much stock, motor wise, except for cold air intake I got from CarQuest. It's another place like AutoZone. I have these lights because my high beams suck. Whoever had this car before took out the cross member here and they put in, as you could tell, let's see if I can focus it. No, I can't focus it. This right here, it's just a random piece of metal all the way across, and then gets hood pins. They're aluminum, ghetto cheap eBay hood pins broke. So my grandfather took like a hardened aluminum instead of a soft aluminum and used it for that. Put a washer, lock washer, or no, a nut, lock washer and nut. And that's how that's holding on. There's no hinges. The thing just kind of flops. I'm not gonna take that off. Maybe another day. I have videos coming out of me driving it. Yeah, no sound though, copyright reasons. I'll do a sound thing later. This thing is ghetto. The light right there on that side is falling off. I had to like wire and zip tie it. This bumper piece fell off and it rolled under and ripped all the way across here. Right. So drift tie or X tie. These things are strong. It does not come off. And that's how my light's being held on with a bunch of wire and shit. It's ghetto. Gold wins because Ricer. Oh yeah, speaking of Ricer, the new channel name I'm doing, I gotta fix my laptop. I'm changing the channel name instead of Green Devil to the Ricer Geo, because that's the intention of this thing. It's supposed to be fast like a sleeper, but it's really not. 0 to 60, I want to say like 10 seconds. I have been taking this thing to the dyno, but Google says 105 horsepower. I doubt that. I really think it only gets like 92. I got bored one day and I took it out. I took it in without that seat, everything in it, just me, the car, some cell phones, and a jumper cable, because this thing has a habit of dying. It all weighs, I think it said 1,832 pounds. Right now it's probably at 1,900 something, I don't know. It's a light little car, so I mean, for 90 horsepower, it kind of moves. Door handles missing. This is like the only one with like 2 door handles. This one has no door handle. That one has one on the outside, and this one has one on the inside. It's just ridiculous. Ugh. Tire rims are just the standard. I just painted them. I want to like take this paint off. It's trash. I did a sucky job with spray paint. I don't know what I'm doing. Tread is just some $60 tread I got. I mean, this is front is good, but I have a lead foot. Plus, I peel out a lot, so my tread on this end is almost gone. So I need to do a rim swap, the back and the front, so at least I have more traction. Because I also peel out trying to leave this dirt road. It's really hard to show you. The reason the exhaust got replaced anyway, otherwise I would have cut the stock exhaust. It had holes in it. It sounded pretty loud. I changed out the exhaust. I was going to do it eventually, but I did it sooner than later on the second check, because let's see, there's my 2 1/4 inch pipe right there, right where that connection is. On the stock exhaust, there's not that little bolt that it takes it off. It was just a straight through onto the catalytic. Well, the weld blew off on that, so I got a new exhaust. Hold on. Is that weld even done? I can't tell. I don't know. I took it into a local shop and had it done. Oh, let me get up. This video's gonna be so shaky. Oh, my headphone. Other cell phone. This is on my iPhone, but it's on my regular phone. This is what I usually pair its phones on, which I only have one in the car, which is fantastic. I still owe a guy some 2 GT2s I borrowed. He let me pink them. First one I did a 12C, and oh my god, that thing ran a beautiful freaking time. I think it was like a 6.748. It was amazing. I was like, there's no way I was even going to touch that. And the second one I pinked another GT2, and I would have won, but I spun. So he spun too, but he just had better shifting. That's all screwed up. It shifts kind of rough. It's weird. Top speed I've ever gone it to is just past the 110. Right where that Y is, so I'm thinking maybe like 120 or something. I don't know. Then it tops out right there. There's my fuel pump. If you open that up, yeah, that's all I really got to show you guys. Geo Prism LSI 5-speed. Shift knob off a Mustang. Thing completely stock besides exhaust. There's no header on it either. Like, there's headers, but there's the standard stock headers, which has a gaping hole in it. I finally fixed the radiator, not the radiator problem, but the coolant problem with it leaking. There was a bolt missing, replaced it. Did a complete flush on it, but it still eats oil. If anybody knows much about oil problems with the car, especially the SI, I noticed, no, I do know what the problem is. The piston rings, the oil rings on the piston, they are known to go faulty with these cars. I looked it up on YouTube. This guy was doing it, and he pointed that out. He's just like, these things are faulty because the oil pieces are too small, and they go right through, like they clog up and everything else. It's all bad. This thing's all dented up. I got plans for it. I do want to keep it. This thing is my baby. I don't care what anybody is. This is my life. Speaking of baby, my wife is pregnant, so it's a thing. So I'm trying to look for another car. I'll do a few mods on it. I'm not gonna do anything serious. Exhaust, intake, no turbos or anything like that. Just something to keep it loud. Yeah, alright, that's all I really gotta show you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, and tomorrow I'll do Red Bomb. mean, it's loud. It's not ricer loud. It doesn't got that weird rasp to it, but it's loud. Sounds nice. I mean, for 1.6 it does. Alright, catch you guys later in the next video. Peace out.